So we're going to walk you through how to take next steps in getting connected to a program that you find on 413Cares and how to make a referral. If you're a community-based organization, maybe you also want to learn about how you could accept a referral and what that process looks like. So we'll walk you through that briefly. And of course, if you have questions about how to navigate this and access these tools, feel free to reach out to Kimberly or I. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And what you see here is when we did a search for food in the Holyoke using the Holyoke zip code 01040. So there's a number of programs that came up related to food. And you'll see each program card has a next steps button here. This brown bag food for elders program has an apply button. So their next steps is to actually complete their application. The SNAP outreach and enrollment program has next steps. So that might take you to their website or another way to contact the program. But you see here, this nutrition program by the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts has a refer button. So this program of theirs has been set up to accept referrals through 413Cares. And that's really great because it's a seamless way to make a referral and connect somebody you're helping right through the platform. And it also helps you track that referral. So if you're somebody who does some sort of case management work and is trying to follow up to see what happened to referrals, this can be an easy way to do so. But it's also, if you're a person in need of this program support, you can also have that follow up and have that and be empowered to know what's happening to that referral. So let's just look briefly at what the referral process looks like. You'll see that when I click refer, it brings down these fields to complete. So I can refer this program on behalf of myself or for my family, or I'm referring somebody else. And I'm already logged into my 413Cares account. So you see my name. If I'm referring somebody else, it's going to be on behalf of myself as the person who is doing the referral. And then I'm going to put in the person's name that I'm helping. So I'm going to help my colleague, Kimberly. So I'm going to put in her name and, whoops, not my email, her email. Her email, I could put in her phone number too. And then I have an option of choosing the language that she speaks. So that's helpful to know if for the program, if there's another language that that person speaks, they might be able to accommodate that. Then importantly, I'm going to check off which what's the best way to reach her. Maybe there's multiple options. Maybe there's just one. But I'm going to check off which one would be the best way to reach her. What's also important to note is there is this don't reach out checkbox right here. And in some cases, I'm thinking about a situation if someone is in a domestic violence situation and having the program reach out about the referral would put that person more at risk or in an unsafe situation. We wouldn't want that to happen. So there is this option to check don't reach out, and it's on the person who you're referring to take the next steps to follow up on the referral. I can also add in a comment here to go along with the referral. So this could just be some helpful information for the program to know. Let's say Kimberly has a 6-month-old and might be bringing the baby with her to any intake appointment, or maybe she needs ramp access to the building, you know, whatever might make this referral and getting the person connected to services more seamless. We could make a comment there. And then we want to get verbal consent before shooting off the referral. So I want to talk to Kimberly and make sure she's aware that we are making this referral and make sure she's consenting to it. This site, 413Cares and find help platform behind it is high trust certified and FERPA and HIPAA compliant. We aren't sending off much personal information here, but it's really important to know that it is keeping privacy in mind. But it doesn't mean we don't want that verbal consent. So it's important to get that here too. So with all that information, you could send off the referral to this program, and then we can see, the program can then see all the information we sent and mark the next steps on that referral, whether it was accepted, maybe Kimberly's not eligible, maybe there's more information needed, so we can track what happened there. The other thing I should say is that when you shoot off the referral, the program that you're referring the person to gets notified. So they get this information about Kimberly being referred. Kimberly gets notified. So the person you're helping is sent this information as well. And you, as the person referring the person, gets notified as well. So everyone has that information, and anytime there's an update that's made to the referral, everyone's informed. So I can show you what this looks like. If you're a program accepting referrals on 413Cares, you would have your program tools up here, and there's an option for inbound referrals. So if you click on that, you would see the programs that you're connected to as a claimed program that accepts the referrals. And I can see all the referrals that have been made to this program. I can also change the status. So I can choose any of the options here. And that, as I said a minute ago, everyone is informed on that status change. You see the English they speak here. If there were comments made, you would also see that here coming through with the referral. You can also go to the person's profile. So this was a referral that someone made for me. And if I go to the profile, you can see that there are goals that can be set. So those can be mutual goals that are set up with the person that you're helping. You can see the navigation history and the tracking of any referrals that have been made. Again, you can update that referral here. You can also add a note. That could be a note for yourself and what maybe the next steps you need to take are on that referral before maybe following up and changing the status. Or you can make that note visible. Maybe the person's not eligible and you want to add a note about why, and make that visible to others so that the person who made the referral and the person being referred are informed. So it's a great way to communicate in an easy way and make sure everyone's getting the information. What's also really helpful is in a person's profile, you can keep forms and documents. So if you're either a helper or a community-based organization and a program that's accepting the referral, you can keep forms and documents in the person's profile. And maybe those are documents you need to verify eligibility or a copy of a photo ID, but the person also has access to those documents, and it's a secure place for people to keep documents. I think about people who don't have stable housing and maybe are a little more transient and don't have a secure place for documentation. They could upload some documents here and keep ones that they need to have access to, especially that are important in getting connected to other programs and services. What's also really great and another helpful case management tool is if you're helping a lot of people, you can track all the people you're helping. So up here at the top menu, there's the people I'm helping section. And I have not referred a lot of people. You'll see I've referred myself doing some demonstrations, and I've also referred Kimberly. If I click on Kimberly's name, it's going to bring up her profile like we were just looking at a minute ago. So it's another way to connect to the profile and add in information there and track what's going on with that person. Where are different referrals at, and store important information. So that's how you would make a referral. If you are a community-based organization and want to set up your referral process, please contact us. We will walk you through that and make sure that you are connected and able to set that up on your end in a way that makes the most sense. You can also add in unique screeners that you would want to verify eligibility and collect the information you need for your particular program. So there's a lot of ways that we can tailor this to work for your specific program. So please do reach out to us if you want to take the next steps on that.